Ziggy, first, just comment on getting your first victory of the season.
We're just happy to get the win. Obviously it's been bugging us for a while. To get a win on the road is always important. I think defensively we've played pretty consistently all season. Today we maybe gave up a little bit more than we've given up in other games actually in terms of chances, but we finished the goal well. We had a couple of other really good looks. Brad Evans was close. Lamar hits the crossbar. We were right around it a couple of times, and so we just got to build on this today.
Obafemi Martins gets his first goal. It had to be maybe a relief to see him back in form now too.
No, it was great. I mean, he was a real trooper. At first we didn't expect him to start this game, but then with the situation with Eddie Johnson when he went down on Friday, I said to Oba, "Can you think you got 45 minutes in you?" He said, "Yeah." Well, then I'm going to start you, and he gave everything he had for as long as he could, and obviously scored a great goal, but was also very influential in the first half. Drew a couple of fouls, and kicks, and I think our fans could see what he brings to the table. So now we've got 2 weeks, make sure he's ready, and hopefully he'll show Philly what he brings to the table.
Any concern when you see the backflip coming?
No, not concerned. Happy to see it. Every time I see the backflip, I know we've scored, so I'm not worried.
What happened with Eddie on Friday?
He said his hamstring didn't feel right.
First half, how were you guys able to really keep Colorado from dictating much of the play, because they like to do that here?
Well, we knew that they try and play balls forward, look for long balls. We gave Henry Thomas a little too much space sometimes, so he knocked some balls in behind. But we knew we had to get up and win duels, win headers, and we did that. And we also knew that because they pushed their wide guys forward, that there'd be chances for us to get at them off the counter, which we did as well.
You mentioned in the TV side, Lamar Neagle stepping up today. These last 3 games, can you just talk about what he's been able to do for the team in those 3 games?
Well, he's been great. Obviously, he came off the bench and scored a goal for us down in Santos, and that really put us in the mix for that game. But, just the work that he's done. And today, once he gets his full game fitness, maybe some of those balls he got in the second half, he can turn those into goals as well. But certainly we're looking for him. I thought his running was pretty good. As the game wore on, he did a much better job holding the ball up for us as well. So I thought Lamar's done well the last 2 games.
What were the emotions at the final whistle?
Happiness, relief, a little bit of both. Just good to get it, behind us, and now we can move on, and we've got that off our backs, and we know that the West is pretty tight. We've got games in hand on people. People keep beating each other, so if we can win the games that we have in hand, we're going to be obviously back in the mix for a playoff spot.
2 weeks before the next league match, how do you keep the momentum going into that next game?
Well, we have a reserve game on Tuesday, so a lot of the guys that didn't play tonight, they'll get a chance to get a run out. We'll do something on Friday as well, then give them the weekend off, but gives us a chance to train and work on some things, which is good for us right now.
It's Steve's first game back here since the injury, and being on that side with Brian, did that ever come up in your head before the game? And how do you think that comes?
Yeah, it was something I talked to Steve about. He said he felt okay with it. He was comfortable with it. So I thought Steve did all right. He had a couple of good runs where he got behind Brian, a couple times in the second half more so. But after that, I think the two of them sort of negated each other.
Once you kind of get that first win, is it kind of tough now having to wait 2 weeks, knowing you might have some momentum now, or some emotions changing?
We take it the way it comes, so I haven't given any thought about, hey, I'd rather play right now again, or we'll just take it the way it is, and I think it's good for us to get some time to train together right now.
You did announce some roster moves the other day with signing Will Bates and cutting Andrew Durant. Can you maybe go and talk about those a little bit? Yeah,
we just, Andrew's done all right, but we just didn't feel Andrew was going to push in to our back line with the development of DeAndre and the addition of Jimmy Traore this year. So we didn't see him pushing in there. And, Will Bates, we want to give him a chance to recover from his knee surgery and that he had before we drafted him. And then he had some shin splints, so we needed him to get healthy. But he's done fairly well for us, and we think he's somebody who can develop as a forward down the line.
I'm Kyle Beckerman.
I'm Landon Donovan.
I'm Dwayne DiRosario.
We love soccer. We train hard, we play hard, and we support with passion.
When it comes to discrimination, we don't cross the line.
No bullying, no racism, no sexism, no homophobia. No excuses, no exceptions.
Don't cross the line. If you're playing, training, supporting, or coaching, don't cross the line.